The reaction of the government was one of embarrassment. What on earth are we going to do? And the first thing they did was to try and destroy all his records. They were patently bogus. The best thing to do was just simply wipe them out. Then they had the problem of Piprawa. Now, here had been discovered not only some rather wonderful jewels, but also some actual bones and ashes. And I think the immediate response was, let's get them out of the country as fast as we can.
The government saw an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone. They'd long wanted to ingratiate themselves with the neighboring state, Siam. So they formally presented the Piprawa ashes and bones to Siam's Buddhist king, Rama V, scoring a diplomatic victory and brushing the affair under the carpet before the Fura scandal could boil over. But where did that leave Pepe and his extraordinary find?
The suspicion had to be that Dr. Fura had interfered in some way with the Piprawa excavation. He had the opportunity, perhaps, to go into the excavation itself, down to the coffer, perhaps even put some items in there, or even conspired with Mr. Pepe, perhaps even conspired with the other officials. Some gigantic hoax. But the key conspiracy theory involves the Piprawa inscription. The basis of that theory is that Dr. Fura had the opportunity and the expertise to fake it himself.
Over a century later, that conspiracy theory has never been entirely disproved. The crucial piece of evidence is here in Calcutta. Stored in the city's museum, the original inscribed Piprawa urn. Stone cannot be carbon dated, nor can the inscription. But for the right expert, there are vital clues in the text itself.
Now, I'm hoping that waiting for me at the museum will be Professor Harry Falk. Now, he is the world's leading authority on ancient Indian languages. We've corresponded, but I've never met him. So I have no idea what's going to happen.
Harry Falk is a professor at Germany's oldest Institute of Indology in Berlin.
Harry!
This must be you.
Must be Harry.
He's been studying ancient Indian languages for more than 40 years. What will his verdict be on the possible involvement of fellow German Anton Fura?
So here we are into the Holy of Holies.
Oh, there it is. Look at this, Charles.
This is wow, wow, wow. I've been looking at pictures of this for 6 years, Harry. What strikes me is how clear the writing is, how each character has been clearly defined. So, Harry, you've been staring at this for a long time. Is this a fake?
I can definitely say this is not a fake.
How can you say that?
First, the script is absolutely authentic. The object is authentic. The language is the language of that time and that area of India.
Now, the obvious perpetrator is Dr. Fura. Now, surely he could have done this.
Yes, he was employed as an archaeologist, but his knowledge of Sanskrit was deficient. The text uses the vocabulary like nidhane, which is not found at any other place.
Harry, that unusual word you used there, what's the significance of that?
The term is nidhane, and it means container in a neutral sense. It's only found on this casket, no other place.
So in other words, it'd been very unusual for Führer to have picked on this very obscure word.
Yes, since Führer was a not so skilled Sanskritist, to say it mildly, he would have copied terms from other reliquaries and not coined the term on his own. Everything surpasses the capacities of Dr. Führer immensely.
So it is a genuine and unique inscription.
Absolutely, yes. Sukiti bhati nam sabhapinikanam saputta dalanan iyan salilanidhane buddhasa bhagavasa sakiya, and then he ran out of space and he added 2 letters on top of it saying yanam.
Now for me, Harry, what does that say?
This reliquary, which is the reliquary of the Buddha, the lord of the Shakya clan in the Terai.
So, Harry, you're absolutely confident that this reliquary contained the remains of the Buddha?
Yes, we can be absolutely confident because the text says Buddhasa Salile Bhagavate. That means these are the relics of the Buddha, the Lord.